Hey, what were we gonna talk about the wall?
This is like the opening scene where we all like, Diaz. You know, Johnson, Mariano, Rodriguez. This is all right here. There used to be a wall and it was a vacant lot, like kind of like this whole slope. So the wall was like up against that chain link fence. There was an opening up by the top that we would go in and walk down to the yard. And that was where Stacy just saw it and he just was all like, let's go shoot the face shots right there. So that was like, this is the spot right here.
And even if you see us in the beginning, like when we're standing, like giving our intros, like we're standing behind some graffiti. It wasn't just us standing in front of a wall, just like, oh, here's me standing behind something we don't know. It's like Gabriel was standing behind, like it said Dre or whatever.
An old friend of mine, Mark Ball, Dre.
We stood right in front of his piece because he was our friend. So they're gonna give him, you know, some light too, you know, some shine.
And the other one was Sleaze. It was like a SL, and that was like from like Sleaze and Chaka. And around like 89, Sleaze and Chaka had just like bombed all of the city and like that was everywhere. And it's like something that if you were around in that time, you knew what that was if you seen that SL.
You know, especially when you used to ride the buses, you know, you're on the RTD buses, you know, you're just like, damn. It's always in your face, Sleaze, Chaka.
That was big for us, and that was big for Los Angeles back then. Like, you've seen that everywhere. Like, you know, you couldn't walk around this city without seeing Chaka and Sleaze, you know? And to capture those, like, names in, like, the background, it's, like, awesome.
Like dogs marking their spots, graffiti writers are stinking up the area. These nights, teenagers with spray paint cans are everywhere.
I used to hate tagging, and I used to be against it. So like, you know, everybody was doing it, so I was like, fuck. And just to be sarcastic, I picked the fucking stupidest name in the world. And I put, it was Baboon Heart. I used to put Baboon with a heart. And then, like, dude, it caught on. Like, you guys used to hit me up. I'd be in the bus and be like, oh, there's that nigga Baboon Heart. What's up?
Call them graffiti taggers, graffiti writers, or spray can artists. They are, in the mind's eye of most people, vandals who are turning the City of Angels into a visual hellhole. The more times they do it, the wider their fame. The goal is to be #1, or at least in the same league as the infamous Chaka.
My mom used to like drive me into LA, and it's like, you know, even she would be like, we'd like, it was almost like slug bug. We'd be like, there's another one, like Chaka. He's Los Angeles' most notorious, at the time, Chaka 89.
What is that? Did you do that?
Nah, that's my friend.
What's his name?
Huh?
What's his name?
Chaka.
What's your name?
Daniel.
According to police, Daniel is Chaka. 2 other taggers, Sleaze and Cab, join in and quickly begin bombing as the cars whisk by at 2 in the morning.
Our options are either as a teenager to sell drugs or gangbang. I think this is a more positive thing to go, you know, do our artwork.
And then, like, you know, just for a side note, Sleaze actually made it from Ban This to Fully Flared. Because, like, no, when we did, like, the Fully Flared intro, they're like, we need some graffiti artists to do some, like, stuff on the wall. And I'm like, dude, bring down Sleaze, man. Like, fucking, let's get him in here. We called them up, and, like, he did one of his, like, famous SLs on that wall. It was pretty cool, and Eric bust through it. But, like, I don't know. He's always kind of been around, like, the industry, and I'd seen him one time after, and he was like, wow, that, like, you know, that, because that intro was big. I didn't know if he knew how big it was going to be. Yeah. So he's psyched on it.